Hell, this is awkward. Well, welcome back to Retired for Life, guys. We are still dealing with this heat wave. We've got another staggeringly hot and humid day today. So for now, let's get the tractor running, get the sawmill ready to go, and we'll get to work. So I've got two sizes I am shooting for today. I need some 6x6s for a wood storage building that I'm eventually going to put up to replace the remains of this shattered old shed. I think it used to be a chicken coop or something, but I'm surprised it's still actually upright. But anyway, that's got to go, and I've got to put a wood storage shed in its place, which means I need a bunch of 6x6s for supports for it. And of course, I'm continuing to cut for my railroad tie curbs. So I've picked through my logs and I've got a bunch ready to go. So let's get the mill running and we'll get this stuff cutting. Well, guys, it's been a couple of weeks now with the DynaTrap up here running. I was just cleaning out my other bug zappers. Well, we have a look at this. Okay, so I've switched it off. Whoa. But holy mackerel, there's a lot of mosquitoes in here. I'm going to dump this out and we'll have a closer look at it. So this is what came out of it. There's a lot of moths and millions of mosquitoes. Holy mackerel. I would say that thing is doing quite a job. Whew. Well, guys, I got my blocking done and everything, and I'm now ready to put the fascia on. But unfortunately, I realized that my boards that I thought were going to be wide enough are not quite. To get from the very top of this board down and have enough of an overhang to get the soffit boards underneath behind the fascia, I need wider boards. What I do have to do is mill them. And this log will give me the 8 boards that I need, I'm quite sure. But the problem with it, well, it's not really a problem. It's a close call. The capacity on my little sawmill here is 20 inches. This thing's 19 inches. I can just get the clamp on, and we've got it up against the stops, and we're ready to roll. So it's going to take a little bit of fooling around to get this cut down to 9-inch wide boards, but that's okay. We've got the time and we've got the equipment. All right, one monster log coming up. Fuel on, choke on. Well, there's problem number one. I'll show you what happened here. So, problem number one, I got my clamp on, but this part of it sticks out so far to get into this log, I can't get by it with the power head support. So, what I've got to do is gouge that out so I can get back a little deeper. So we'll very carefully back the saw back out here and make those modifications to this log. I've jammed a couple of wedges on the bunks here up against the bottom of the log. All right, that worked pretty good. Let's see if we're at least in the right spot. I think we got it. So yeah, they say its capacity is 20 inches, but it's not an easy thing to get a log that big on here and get it to cut. So let's start up and try again. We're gonna make it, just barely. So you can see here what I did with the nose of the chainsaw. Just cut this little groove in here that allows me to get farther down and still be able to get the point of my clamp in to grip it. You get a lot more material out of a log like this, a lot more board feet, so to speak, but they are a challenge to deal with. On a little manual mill like this, it's a lot of material to move around. There we go. So don't fool around with a blade that you think is getting dull. It's not worth it. If you can afford the sawmill, you can afford a blade. That's the safest way to unroll them. All right, guys, so there's our boards. We got 12 of them out of that log, 9 inches wide, 1 inch thick. Plus I saved a 2-inch thick piece I left up there that I might use for something else. I like having some slightly thicker stuff on occasion, so that will go into the drying tent. But for now, let's get a few of these into the shop and we'll start cutting them to the size that we want. Well, I hope you guys have been enjoying today's video, and if you are enjoying it, I'd really appreciate the like, and I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any suggestions, thoughts, anything like that, I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's get back to work. Okay, guys, so I've got a board on the end just to use as a stop. That's all that is, because working on my own, so I can't see both ends of this thing, so I've got this board there to help me line up. Now I have cut the 23-degree angle on the top of my fascia board, so this edge goes right up to the top of that top purlin there. All right, here we go. These boards do tend to get heavier as the day goes on for some reason. Well, there we go, guys. We've got the fascia up on both sides. Looks good. I'm pleased with that. It is really awkward. Because the building is as tall as it is, especially on the one end here because of the slant in the ground. It's very difficult to get to the spots I want to get to line this stuff up. So I'm trying God, can this get any more awkward? Alright, I gotta try something else. This isn't working. I can get this to work. It'll be easier. Now this is awkward. Holy mackerel. Once I get the first one up, I'm kind of away to the races. Getting that one sure is tricky. Oh my goodness. That is awkward. I think I'm pretty close. One piece. Well, we are slowly getting this figured out. Man, oh man, this is so awkward. This is quite a breeze coming up. It has been so dry here. We've had no rain this month, none. And very little last month. Well, how do we look? Yeah. Okay, guys, we got one more piece to go for the front fascia, so that will have 3 sides done. And it looks good. Quite pleased with it. But I'm gonna have to call it quits for today. I think we've actually got a storm coming in. Lord knows we need the rain. There we go. 2 sides done. Now, we better get our canopy down and get things cleaned up. Well, guys, there we go. We've got 3 sides of fascia on. But, here we go again. We have had, in the last day, badly needed, we've had a pile of rain. So I haven't been able to do anything because of that. And I'm not sure you can hear that, but there's a lot of rumbling going on as these clouds roll back in again. So I think we're about to get hit again. And I was just coming out to try to get a little more work done on this. It would be so much easier if this was the only thing that I had to do, you know, just concentrate on this and get it done. But, you know, life's complicated and a lot of things that need to get done, so we continue on when time allows. I've committed myself again to helping Art with haying once again this year, and we've had some pretty serious equipment issues, so that hasn't gone very well. I've been back and forth there, helping him trying to get the equipment running. And of course, now it's a bit late in the year and the rain is coming, and that has really screwed things up. But, you know, what can you do? You keep moving forward. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. And this, I think, I have found a way past the struggles for this, which you'll see in the next video. I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier, but I think I have an easier way to do the north side. And the north side is, of course, the easiest one to do anyway, because it's the lowest one. It doesn't show up really well here, but this is on quite a grade. So this south end is quite a bit higher than the north end. Anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. That's really getting rumbly. So I haven't been out here for more than an hour. I think it's going to be time to pack it up and probably head down to the shop and get some cleanup done in there before the rain hits again. But like I say, we need it. So once again, thanks very much for watching, guys. And if you've been finding these videos interesting, or at least finding them entertaining, I'd really appreciate the like. It would sure help the channel. And I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. So, we'll see you out on the trails the next time.